Well, it is the biggest investment most of us will make in our lifetime.
Yeah, we're talking, of course, about buying a home. It can also be extremely complex and, well, let's just say very hard to do, especially for those entering the market for the first time. But one looking to change that, Sean O'Shea explaining in tonight's Consumer SOS.
Well, I'm not a saver, like, to be honest with you.
It's the reason Justin Adam thought he couldn't afford to buy a home, something he and his wife Annie would now like, since 5-month-old daughter Umi came along. But his negative view changed when he met Bruce Whitaker, someone familiar with how tough it is to buy your first home.
And it was really frustrating, tiring, stressful.
Whitaker and his partner Rodney Litigio thought there had to be a better way for first-time buyers, especially in Toronto's expensive real estate market. So they recently created a company called Buyingblock.com, a kind of one-stop shop for people wanting to get into the market. They do more than just offer real estate and mortgage financing.
We saw the opportunity that maybe we could handle it for them so that they could really focus in on finding a house and we could really focus in on a lot of the other steps.
It begins with the pre-approval. So we make sure that you know what you can afford, and then we pass you on to one of our realtors that determines, what's a suitable area for you.
Instead of having to find your lender, a home inspector, and a myriad of other service providers like a mover, Buyingblock can act for you, providing whatever you need.
If somebody comes to us as a first-time home buyer, as a home buyer, then we take ownership of the whole process. So we make sure that when they turn on that key to their house, they're going to celebrate rather than hyperventilate.
We just didn't think it was doable.
Brad Pallister was a renter until last year. He called Buyingblock, got a home buying education, and was soon in the market.
It was pretty stress-free. I mean, except for the fact that you're making a huge purchase.
Justin Adam and his family are still searching for the right home, using Buyingblock, no longer thinking ownership is impossible.
What it became was accessible. I said, wow, this is a possibility.
Buyingblock.com is aiming at the new buyer, but anybody looking for a streamlined way to buy could take advantage of the service, especially people strapped for time or unsure of the quality of those service providers. As for cost, you're not paying a premium price, you're paying just for the services that you actually use.